Alright, everybody, this is the last video with Mr. Vedder that you're ever going to have to watch. My hair has gotten so long that I have now taken Pedro's idea of wearing a headband. So he usually wears it when he runs, but I am just wearing it whenever I have to be in public because my hair is so out of control. So good to see you. I miss you all a lot. I cannot believe we're in week 8. This is the last week of your 8th grade year. Alright, so there are no do nows, no article of the week, no comprehension questions. You do have to finish the Poet X or Long Way Down based on what you've been reading so far. So I am attaching both the last section and an audiobook with me, reading it to you. Excuse me. Please remember that Wednesday, Thursday, you can come to Korematsu and get your items from your locker. You can get your certificate of 8th grade completion. You can turn in any textbooks or books from my library or books from the library at Korematsu. You keep your tablets for the summer. It is not a social time. There will be no pictures. There is no celebration. I'm so sorry. I love you all. You do just have to drive by in your little vehicle. I will wave. Maybe I'll shout at you. And then you'll get what you need. So, the last assignment. It is a writing piece. There has been a lot going on this week. There's been a lot going on the last couple months. Obviously, the pandemic, the coronavirus has shut down schools across the country. People have died. 100,000 people have died from the disease. We also have had this week a lot of violence in the country, a lot of protests across the nation against police violence, against brutality, against the unfair treatment of people of color. There's a lot going on, and you will be going on to 9th grade potentially online, potentially in person, maybe a combination of both. So you are growing up in a very intense time. Things are boiling over in a lot of ways while you are becoming young adults, and that's intense. And I used that as fuel for this question, this writing question here. So the question that you will be answering, let me look at it specifically. What is the most important characteristic or quality a teenager can have growing up in 2020, and how should it be put to use? So I love this question, obviously. You will pick one quality. For instance, if you thought being funny was the most important thing a teenager could be, you would argue that. Now, it is not just an essay about your opinion. You will use a book, so it could be a book that we've been reading or a book on your own, potentially an article. If you've been reading the articles, I also have given you 7 articles that I'm just assigning everyone as options to use for your opinion for this RTL/essay, and you can use personal experience. So a book, article, personal experience. Some of you just have to use 2. Some of you have to use all 3. So ideally, that's a 4 to 5 paragraph paper. I've given you a lot of ideas of how to write it in the document itself. Again, there is no do now. There is no comprehension question. There is no article of the week work that you have to do. You just have to do the paper. It is 100 points, so it is worth double what you've been doing in terms of projects and RTLs so far. So it's a big grade. I will give feedback to every one that turns it in. There's a little box at the bottom that says Mr. Vedder feedback. I will also write a little I love you or I hate you in that box. So it'll be like a goodbye or a Mr. Vedder have a beautiful future statement or individualized feedback to you specifically. So again, the paper, I'm going to make due Thursday night. I'm not sure when grades are due, so if they are due Friday, I need a little bit of time to grade the papers. So Thursday at, you guessed it, 8:38 p.m. is when it is due. If you need help, you can call me or FaceTime me or message me. I'm totally available. There will be no office hours this week because I will be at Korematsu not only helping set up the drive-through, but running the drive-through. So I can't be on Zoom because I will be waving at you. That's everything. So again, what is the most important quality or characteristic that a teenager can have in 2020, and how should it be put to use? I think it's a bomb question. I'm so excited to read what you guys write. It's been a big year. A lot of you are going to be very successful. Some of you are leaving home. Some of you are leaving the country. Some of you are going to El Cerrito. Um, but this is, I think, a good paper and a good prompt to think about before you move forward. So let me know what you need. I am always here. I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with. I love so many of you. Please let me know if you have questions. That's it. See you later.